Hi Capricorn, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of December 13th through the 19th, 2021. This is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are a cross watcher, you might be able to resonate with some of these messages. So guys, I would like to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. So guys, I am starting out with pulling you an overall additional guidance here for the week. This may be where you need to put your focus. For you guys, you have in the shadows. So there could be something going on behind the scenes. Let's see what the cards say for Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn. And if you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. All of the decks that I am using, they are listed below. Okay. First card out, Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. Capricorn, what does Capricorn have coming up for this week, please? Okay, we do have Temperance. It is sideways. Some of you are maybe getting a little impatient when it comes to this new beginning. Let's see. Capricorn. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I do prefer the jumpers. Okay, let's see. Wow, okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a Sag or a Leo. We have Strength. Capricorn, what does Capricorn have coming up for this week, please? Okay, we have Death. So you have some majors coming through. Definitely see you going through a significant change at this time. It's just a process, that's for sure. Some of you could be starting to get a little impatient. Wow, the Hermit. A lot of majors. Okay, well, we have the Eight of Cups. So we have the Three of Coins, overall energy, Ace of Swords. Bonus card, we have the Five of Coins. So somebody may need your help. They could be asking you for maybe a loan. Okay, we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, this could be you. This could be someone around you. Somebody may be grieving a loss. If not grieving a loss, you may have someone around you, Capricorn, who is, maybe they're a little sad. They could actually be dealing with depression or, you know, something like that. I definitely see some of you trying to help this person. Maybe that's something that they've been hiding. I mean, some of you, you're going to hear about this week. That could be what's in the shadows. In the shadows can represent something that's unknown, something that's hidden. Now, sometimes I see this card come out when somebody is in the shadows, somebody is watching. So keep that in mind. I mean, someone could be watching you. Maybe they're into you or whatever. But for others, you know, something is lurking beneath the surface and you're going to hear about it. So for some of you, I mean, it could be that someone is having some sort of financial difficulties or maybe dealing with something and they were keeping it hidden. But this also could be you. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. Could have been some sort of loss. This can be a loss within the family. We do have the King of Swords here. So this could be a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius who's significant. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Cups. The Page of Wands, which keeps coming up. He's the little troublemaker of the deck. I keep seeing him everywhere, especially for me in this deck. That's how I really see the Page of Wands. He's a little bit of a troublemaker. So you may be dealing with someone like that. That's not for all of you. This can be disappointed with a relationship, disappointed with maybe how an event turned out for some of you. Maybe there was a family reunion or something like that, and you could have been dealing with someone who maybe they were not emotionally that open. King of Swords energy. He's not someone who really, you know, is that emotional. He doesn't talk about his feelings. And so there's some sort of disappointment here. You could be dealing with a family member, or maybe this is a spouse and they could be going through something. Maybe they're not talking about it. Maybe they haven't been able to talk about it. But here this week, for many of you, this is you hearing about it with the Ace of Swords. There's some sort of breakthrough. There's some sort of clarity or truth that's being spoken. And it's in regards to this Five of Coins and Five of Cups here, really. This is some sort of loss. Some sort of tough time. And so for some of you, I feel like this is someone around you that is going through it and they're telling you about it here this week. But for others, you know, this could be you. Maybe you're disappointed in someone and you're going to tell them that. That's not for all of you, but for some of you, if somebody let you down, this is you speaking your truth, Capricorn. The very first card out was the Ace of Coins with Temperance. So I see this new beginning, or I see this lump sum of money coming in. For some of you, this could be a family situation. Maybe it's something legal. But it's been a very slow process. I think that you've been waiting on news, waiting on clarity, waiting for this information. And I do see it coming in. But with death, it's a slow process. I think that many of you, you're starting to get a little impatient here. But if you are in a relationship, what I see here is needing to put the past behind you. You guys need to find the middle ground. And so there could be some disappointment here within a relationship because maybe you want this and that and they want this and this over here. So I mean, you guys have to get on the same page, and the only way that you're going to do that is by communicating. And so if you are disappointed with somebody, my advice would be to speak up and say something, because something is lurking here that you're not seeing, that you're unaware of. So maybe somebody feels, you know, a certain type of way, and maybe you just didn't know, and so you need to speak your truth, and that's how you get that clarity. You also may have someone around you who maybe feels like you abandoned them, or Like maybe you were not there for them in, you know, their time of need. Something like that. You may feel like that. You know, Capricorn, you may feel like someone abandoned you and you needed them. But if there was a loss, if there was some sort of loss, a loss within the family, a financial loss, if there was some sort of loss, I do see you recovering. You do have healing energy here, but you also have a very slow moving energy here that you have to deal with. I think what can help the situation, what can help is speaking your truth. Maybe cutting to the truth of the matter, speaking up if you're disappointed in someone or with something, needing to speak up. For some of you, you will do that. I think that you've been holding back with this energy. You've been holding back. Maybe you have not wanted to emotionally give to a situation because maybe you felt like it was one-sided. Maybe you felt like, you know, it just wasn't, you know, a fair situation. And so you may have been holding back. But for some of you, I feel like that's what's needed is you stepping into your power and you speaking your truth. You also have the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is someone who knows her worth. You know, if you want something in particular, maybe you should bring it up. You need to talk about it. And for many of you, this is something to do with money. And if it's a family situation, you know, someone could have passed or something like that. This may be something with an inheritance. Maybe you're waiting for that to come through. This could be something legal. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. Patience is still needed, but I feel like there's something that's unknown here. And the only way you're really going to work this thing out or get through this maybe a little bit easier is speaking your truth. For some of you, maybe finding some sort of middle ground. What is the additional guidance for Capricorn, please? If you're waiting on a new job, you have the Ace of Coins and the Three of Coins here in the spread. I feel like that's coming in. Some of you are still grieving some sort of loss in the past, though. So maybe, you know, a job ended. But I do see a job coming in here. Some of you are teachers. Maybe I could be reading for some of you where you're a mentor or maybe a coach. Some of you may do some sort of spiritual work. Others, you may help people for a living in some way. You may help others for a living. Some of you, maybe you haven't spoke your truth because you may have too much pride. You may need to swallow your pride, especially if you were in the wrong. Some of you may need to apologize. Okay. We have assess the situation, first quarter moon in Virgo. Another sign got this. It may have been Virgo. Trying to remember, but assess the situation. We also have talk less, feel more. This is last quarter moon in Pisces. And then full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. And Temperance did land sideways, and so there could be something that you're unaware of, something you're not seeing just yet. You need to take a step back and see the bigger picture here, and also talk less, feel more. I mean, maybe some of you are lacking empathy when it comes to something here. So needing to assess the situation. Let's see what sign or signs you're dealing with. Who is Capricorn dealing with? But you do have a lot of majors here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Scorpio, a Virgo. Let's see, who is... All right, we have Gemini and Virgo again. All right, guys, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed.